This episode of Late Night with Ed Money is brought to you in part by Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant, located in downtown Amherst. And if you're local to them, dial for carryout at 440-985-FOOD. Or go to their website, which is ziggyspubandrestaurant.com. If it's a sporting event that you want to see, don't forget your sunglasses, because they have so many 4K TVs it'll burn your retinas. So go to Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant in downtown Amherst.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
I'll make it go away. Oh, my bad. You gotta start that over.
Pit of despair.
Warning, what you're about to hear is an adult show. You'll hear anecdotal stories and humorous situations meant for adults. In essence, kids, don't listen or try this at home. Everything you're about to hear is done by drunk, trained professionals. Now enjoy the show.
Deep within the pit of despair. Balls of Christ, dude.
This is Kate the intern, and you're listening to the hottest talk show on the net, Late Night with Ed Money.
Hi!
Hi!
Why, hello, my friends. You're listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on the website, which is latenightwithedmoney.com, where it's real people have real conversations about life.
About what?
About life.
About what?
About life.
All right.
You can reach us on a ton of sites. Just go to the main site. All the links are there. Thank you for all the music, and thank you for all the things you're doing. Please like, share, subscribe. It makes a world of difference to us. You're always listening to myself, Ed Money. Right over here is CPAP Talk. What's up?
Chuck Dick.
There he is. Perfect.
Chuck Dick.
I broke bread with you today.
Nachos.
I broke nachos with you today.
You can hear him but never see him, except for I'll put his head right here is the monk.
Hi!
And down in Studio B, always giving us the correct answers, is Jeffrey Neutron.
What's up, everybody?
I just picture Jeffrey creeping through the haunted house.
Oh, God damn. What the audience members, thank you for all the things you do, especially the music. We're going to be leaving you today with Oi. Listen, how you do O-O-Y. Why is that Oi?
Oi.
Oi!
Oi.
Might not be a word.
Might not. Okay.
Ooey.
Oi.
Yeah.
We're going to be leaving you with that Dear Summer. Check it out. You'll like it. It's bubblegummy poppy. I like it.
Right on.
It's very, very my kind of music. So audience members, thank you again. Again, like, share, subscribe, tell two friends. One of the things I wanted to talk about. Well, you'd never guess it recently. Because the stress, I'm not a stress eater. Some people are stressed.
I am, and I am stressed all the time.
Are you a stress eater?
Fuck yeah, dude.
When you get stressed, you eat?
Oh, yeah.
He's also a relaxed eater.
I am just an eater. If I were a dinosaur, I would be both carnivore and herbivore.
Eat it all.
I just eat it all day.
See, when I'm stressed, I don't eat. Like right now,
I do.
I'm forcing. When I called you, I'm like, I'm forcing myself to eat.
Right.
I am. You never guess it by all this, girth that's
Quit
happening.
squeezing your boobs at me.
Right. So I'm forcing myself to eat, and thankfully,
Is it long range spinach dip?
It could be. But I've been eating Monk's eggs. Monk always gives me these eggs.
Rephrase, please.
Right. For the audience out there,
He was saving them.
He's got his mouth
frozen.
full of Monk's huevos.
right. No. For the audience out there, Monk gets breakfast sandwiches and he can't stand. He gets them at Costco's and they come with an egg on there and he doesn't
They're
like.
just the regular supermarket ones.
Okay. And then he
Whatever that rubber artificial egg.
it's not. It's egg beater. It's probably egg
Yeah,
beater. Is that fake? That's
That's
not
rubber
really.
artificial
Yeah,
egg.
it's, I don't know what's in it.
Is it egg flavored marshmallow?
It's marzipan.
Egg flavored marzipan.
So he saves them in a bag for me and eats it, and I've been eating it for breakfast. But I'm forcing myself to kind of eat because I'm not hungry. But you have to eat.
right,
Yep.
right.
Does that make sense?
It's like when
yeah.
you're working in the lawn all day and you basically forget to eat because you're focused.
Or drink, dude. Have you ever been out like when it's super hot and you're in the lawn? Look at you, do you stay hydrated?
I do. I drink a lot of water anyhow, just because I always have.
Super
There's
hot.
when-
He stays hydrated on the Lazy Boy with a big glass of iced tea.
No,
No lemon, no sugar.
There was one day when Chucky, for the audience out there, I was talking to you. You're like, dude, I think you're dehydrated. I was all goony goo goo.
Yeah,
I'm
like, are you drunk? And you're like, I just got it. It was when we had a heat wave last summer.
Right.
It was like 99 degrees, and he's like, I was out mowing my lawn. I'm like, dude, are you all right?
First question when that happens. Are you sweating?
Oh,
if you're
dude, I
not
was-
sweating, your heat stroke is coming.
I was
Drink
I was
water.
profuse, dude. I think I was wearing a sweater.
He had a sauna suit on. Remember those from the 70s? Lose weight fast
Right.
in a sauna suit.
As
He
long
made his own with saran wrap.
he wrapped himself up in saran wrap and foil.
That's our wrestlers. Remember when wrestlers in
yeah,
high
yeah.
school? All the
What was that movie? Vision Quest?
Vision Quest, yes.
Dude, one of the greatest movies that was
Absolutely.
stupid and ever. It was great. Great soundtrack, everything else. Always. But what made me all think of this eating is Chuck called me up the other day. You were out at a
We
restaurant.
went to a restaurant yesterday.
Go ahead, hit the story.
And the
Listen to
restaurant
this.
wasn't busy at all. And Becky and I sat down because, mind you, it was a late lunch, early dinner time slot, so there was nobody in there.
Right.
And I'll just say they have half price appetizers from 3 to 6. I won't say what restaurant, but we
Right.
sit down and we're like,
Right.
"Yeah, this is awesome." We're sitting by the window. I look and I see this family get out of the car. It was like 2 older chicks and 3 3-year-olds
Oh, God.
and maybe a 5 or 6-year-old.
Oh, and they're dancing around like monkeys.
And they
You
are
see
running around the parking lot as soon as
Right.
they get out of the car.
Like
and I'm like,
wild Indians,
and
man.
I'm thinking to myself, we're good because,
Right.
this restaurant is empty.
Right.
They sit us
Oh, no.
right behind us.
Right, because they don't want.
Why do they do
right behind.
that?
I'm looking around like,
Because only
Anywhere!
one waitress.
anyway,
One
put them
waitress
at the
can
bar. I
handle
don't give a
both of them.
shit. So, and
Don't buy 'em
the
a
worst
beer.
part was we're sitting there and Becky and I are trying to talk,
Right. Right.
and the little kids really weren't that noisy. I was surprised. But they had all their tablets out with their cartoons blaring.
Oh, God.
And the moms were talking at like an 11.
Right. That's the
I
worst.
was like, damn it. I'm like drinking my drink like, I'm going to fucking kill you. Trying to eat my mozzarella sticks.
Here's the thing.
Truck's like, check, please.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You ever notice restaurants? There's some restaurants I've gone into. They put you in a booth. Like you want to take.
We asked for a booth.
Did you?
We like the booth.
I don't.
A lot of room.
Dude, stop. No, there's.
We
no,
love the booth.
they're doing something to restaurants and their seating. First of all, you get in this booth and it's super spongy. Like you sit in and
depends
the
where you
table
go.
goes up to like
That
here.
depends where you go, because I've been in somewhere it's
just
like,
easier
am I
to-
sitting on the plywood?
You're just face
like,
level.
put-
You just
You can
scrape
pull
it
the
into
plate,
your mouth.
pull the plate to your
You
mouth and
do.
just scoop it in.
Yes, you get it. Either it's a worn seat and you're sitting in it and you go, and the table
Oh, no,
gets
I've
this high.
I've sat on like plywood.
Or the back is like super high, like
and you
you're
keep hitting your head.
like you're in a cathedral or something. You're like, God damn, what kind of booth is this? And they've also, I've noticed this too, when some of the restaurants that I've gone to, they're trying to maximize their space.
Oh, yeah.
So the booths seem to be like when you sit in.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
it's like I'm like, Becky, can I push the table towards you? She's like, I can't breathe.
It's like, aren't you already?
Right. Dude, have you noticed that?
I did
they're-
notice that.
That's I'm a table guy.
Dude, it's my business. I like literally, it's the business I'm in. Yes,
Right,
it's
yeah.
insane. I'm like,
Is that what they're trying
That
to
is
do?
not enough room for a person to sit.
He's
You
also the
need-
guy that takes a row out of an airplane.
right?
Right. I see. I'm one of those. It's not that I got a big dong or anything, but
No.
I like to sit.
Not at all.
I like to kind of sit. When you sit.
I like to have room.
Right.
And the worst is when they don't bolt them to the floor, so the people in the other side are like,
Oh my God.
And you're
That's
like-
where the little kids came into play when they're like,
I'm going to murder this person, and you're just like inching forward into the table, and
Yeah.
it's like, can you not? And then
Right.
you just like push off the other booth and go.
Right.
Yeah,
Dude,
right?
That's it too. That's it. Like when I went to dinner with you and Becky Monk and Mrs. Monk.
oh, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
we're sitting.
Oh, that's right. When we tried losing you in downtown A-Town.
Kept finding us.
I know. On both streets.
It was that air tag you put on you.
My phone kept saying somebody's following me. I'm like, what are you talking about?
tracking your ass. Yeah, dude. Restaurants are not. I'm not a big thing like that because here I used to love restaurants. I'd love greasy spoon
I
restaurants.
love Greasy
Yes.
Spoon Diners.
However, you made me stop liking them.
Yes. How did I do that?
Well, first of all, the ketchup
Because
thing.
he didn't stop liking them.
How the fact that
How did he make you stop?
well they
Yeah.
keep refilling the ketchup and the bacteria.
That wasn't me that said that.
I thought it was you. And then
No.
same thing with the salt. You
Well,
said
the salt they refill, yeah. What's some
yeah, but people finger it and you don't
the
think
salt or the salt shaker?
of the salt shaker.
Well, that's why you grab the salt shaker with a napkin if you're worried about it.
Do you do that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Or you just keep some Germex in every pocket. Like
I do.
Chuck and I do.
I always
Chuck and
used
know. Chuck and I
alcohol
both.
4
Hey, you need
times
some?
today
No,
at
I
the
got some.
restaurant.
Yeah.
He's like, I touched my seat.
right.
I did. I'm like, I
see.
scooted my chair in. Hold on.
Dude, see, here's a
I
word.
got one in my truck, one in my safety vest at work, one in my lunchbox.
The
One in his asshole.
the one is
Well, no, that's
That's
later.
the most important one.
Yeah.
the problem is
later.
like in wintertime when you use it, don't your hands crack from that much alcohol constantly on your hands?
My hands crack in the winter anyway. It
yeah,
doesn't matter.
Do they?
Yeah, dude.
because of the dry air.
Right.
That's why you use like Cornhuskers oil
Yeah.
on your hands. Swear to God,
is
it's called
great.
Cornhuskers
Cornhuskers
oil.
oil?
Yeah.
Isn't
And
it?
if your hands, you have real bad cracking in your hands. it'll
Yes.
take care
Dude,
of it.
it's around here. That's the worst.
What? Well, that's because you chew your nails.
I'll do sometimes.
You do. You chew your nails, and you go outside. It's like
Yep. I can attest to that.
Well, you do too?
Yep.
See,
I'm not a nail biter.
it's not that I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a nervous tick. Maybe I got a nervous tick.
I've always done it. I was telling him I bit this thumbnail too low and I keep catching it on everything. I'm like, ow, God damn it.
That's
Ow,
the
God damn
worst.
it. Ow, God damn it. Every time I touch it, it's like,
Do you know what's the worst? Is for some reason, I don't know if it's, and I try, and I don't drink not a lot of milk, but I've been trying to drink more Ovaltine. Ovaltine.
Straight from the hose.
just get your decoder ring.
Bull, he drinks bull milk right from the hose.
It's creamy. Sticky.
Okay, you made me laugh, and you're laughing on that too. I'll give you that. I'll give you that's a Chuck one in the corner. No, and so I've been drinking more milk because, like my nails, I get this weird thing where you get. I call it a micro split, where there's a thing, and for some reason you do something and you
It
feel
catches.
you feel it catch. Yes.
I don't think that's from lack of vitamin D. I think that's vitamin E or something like for hair and nails. But it's a vitamin
Yeah.
deficiency.
Isn't that a milk?
is.
But I think
No.
milk is vitamin D.
Just take your daily vitamin.
Yeah.
I take it. Well,
Which, honestly, you don't get much from those either. So, have you ever
Right.
noticed that daily vitamins have like 10 times what you need for that day? Because your body doesn't absorb a third of it.
right.
It just,
See, I think that's a scam. I love I love supplements.
You like
know?
eating the flavored Flintstone vitamins. I love these things.
actually, you process those better than the pills.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're broken
chew
down
'em up?
before you swallow them. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's why you get nauseous if you don't eat before you take a pill, because when it breaks up, your body's trying to absorb way more vitamins than you should at
see?
one
I
time.
I never knew that.
My
And you're
mom-
like, oh, I can't do that. Get rid of it, because your
Right.
body thinks it's being poisoned.
All right.
Here's the thing I've been thinking about too. Since he's
Masturbation?
he's on it a lot. But
Okay,
he's,
I know you think about
he's-
that a lot.
He's on the path.
I'm thinking about it right now.
Hope it's not Ed masturbating.
No,
Here's the
Chuck.
thing.
Thank you.
Since my mom has passed on, and there's a lot of stuff that I would buy for her, everything from laxatives to you name it. Where
That hardcore bondage porn.
no, not that.
Oh.
my
You bought that for you?
My brother was like, "Hey, should we get rid of these walkers?" I go, "No."
Black leather underpants and ball gags.
You said walkers plural.
Oh yeah, dude.
You can probably keep one and be good.
No.
Why would you keep any of them?
Why? So what? You can have a human centipede of walkers?
Are we going to have walker races? Is this like the next
Are
company
you planning
picnic?
on getting Texas Walker Ranger?
Dude, we should do that. We should have walker races. No, I have those, and I have rollinators. I have two or three rollinators. You know,
Right, and they all take up space. So how many do you need?
Well, I told my brother. I said, "Look, we're getting older. Just
How
in
soon
case-
before you ease into it?
I mean, I'm still mad that my sister-in-law still has my wheelchair. I'm going to need that one
Dude, I've
day.
got a wheelchair.
you probably have 10 of them down here.
I got a wheelchair.
Especially behind the curtain.
I got a wheelchair, so I'm keeping that too.
Pay no attention to the wheelchair behind the curtain.
Have you ever seen Behind the Curtain? It's a whole nother fucking house.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Well, yeah. So
Yeah, that's got to be the first to go.
we're doing
Oh, no, I haven't seen Behind the Curtain. I thought you were talking about the movie, but no.
Oh, no.
back here.
It's like a whole nother half a house. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, we're going through stuff, and I happen to see everything from laxatives, which for the audience,
Did you try to take one to see what would happen?
Not in my store, you won't.
Ooh-wee! Hey, Monk, we're gonna come over for burgers.
Laxative burgers? Hold the mayo.
You guys want some chocolate? This chocolate's really good. Try it.
Ed's trying to get some milk straight from the hose.
So it happens, dude. For the
no,
audience out
Buckaroo.
there, my mom was taking pain medicine and
Opioids.
laxative nonstop. So I got those Claritin, like 50 different types of
Got
Claritin.
laxatives and Pez dispensers.
He flips it open and a laxative goes in his...
So I noticed we happen to have a giant bottle of gummy vitamins for over 55.
Okay.
That's
For
you.
wait, women over 55?
It is women's.
Why
However,
he's getting those beautiful boobs.
What's the difference between women's vitamins and men's?
I didn't think there
It's
was
the
anything.
balance.
It's what do you mean?
They formulate the different vitamin, like he was saying, vitamin E for hair and nail. So
Yeah. So they'd have more
They'd have
vitamin
more vitamin
E
E.
than...
That's-
Right.
yeah.
That's still good for you.
Yeah, but all of a sudden Ed starts lactating. We come over. What the hell?
Starts? What are you talking about?
He's got breast pumps on.
Ed's drinking his own milk to save calcium.
I'm having cereal tomorrow. I'm pumping.
Why is it clumpy?
Just remember, if you drink, you got to pump and dump. You don't want to say that.
He comes over swimming at my house in the summer. He's got a bikini on. Big old thumb-sized nipples.
But it's one of those little micro bikinis.
But his nipples are like 4 inches long and they're like folded up.
I got tape on them. And the little stars. I get some stars with the propellers.
Pasties.
Chuck, how you been? I'm just doing your pull.
He's got swimmies on him. His nipples are so big.
But I was worried when I saw them and I'm like, dude, maybe I should take these. I mean, they're vitamins, like you said. I looked at it.
Was there like 5,000 milligrams of some kind of estrogen producing?
Well, no, it can't be.
Ed takes 5 and gets his period.
I mean, here's the thing.
Just make sure there's no estrogen in them.
I
and you
did. I
should
did
be
look
fine.
for that because here's the thing. That's the reason I don't eat soy. I don't like tofu.
Right.
Because it has.
Right, we talked about this last
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
that's why I don't do it. So I checked it out, and so I said, "Well, look at these vitamins. I'm chewing on those, but they're the gummies." And here's a weird thing: have you ever had gummy vitamins before?
I've had gummy medication
Right,
before.
Medicaid, but the vitamins don't.
Vitamin THC.
There's not much flavor in these things.
Maybe they're old.
No, no. I got them.
1990?
I got them in the 2000s. No,
The 2000s have been 25 years
no,
now.
these aren't that old because
Right
I was giving it to my mom. So, excuse me, they were current.
Okay.
But I just noticed things like that don't have flavor. Like like you mentioned, Flintstones, dude. They used to have good. They had
The Flintstone vitamins?
yeah. They
I
used to have
remember eating them.
I remember
like candy.
Baby aspirin had the most orangey of orange flavors
Baby aspirin
ever.
still has great flavor. I take
Yeah.
one every day.
Do you take a baby aspirin?
Yeah,
like a
it's a low-
baby orange baby.
Yeah,
aspirin.
it's low dosage aspirin. It's just got good flavor compared to the other ones.
We talk about this so often.
Yeah,
Gee, I keep forgetting that you do. I didn't know you had heart problems.
I don't. That's why I take it. But I'll tell you what, I get a paper cut and I'm doomed.
Yeah.
You're like a sprinkler. You're like a sprinkler head.
Oh no, I cut the webbing. It'll never heal.
Wait, we were at the restaurant. Let's go to that because I want to talk about you. Jeffrey decided to go with you
Yes.
to go get some
Appetizers.
food. Appetizers, dude. And he got, which I do. Now it wasn't shit on the shingle.
No, it was roast beef, shredded roast beef on Texas toast with
Right.
gravy and gravy on my fries.
dude. That's
That's an appetizer?
No, I got
No, he got
I got
the
the
appetizer.
nachos. He got the
right. That's his appetizer.
Yeah,
yeah,
that was-
dude. It's just here's the thing. I am. This is what I want to talk about because I love gravy. All right. I'm a big gravy guy. Yeah, I know you can never guess.
Really?
that. And I'm svelte compared to it.
Cut his wrist, gravy comes out.
exactly. And then the other wrist, it's biscuits of gravy. There's actually chunks of
It's
sausage.
bull milk gravy.
Is it?
it's a bull milk.
It's bull milk. Bull milk.
It's drinking from the bull. But I like gravy. But there's a line. Like you go to some restaurants and they have a really deep, beefy, the look on his face, the
Yeah.
deep,
Yeah.
beefy, and it's so fantastic when you get it. And then there's ones that they to thicken up, they use cornstarch or flour, right? That's the thing.
And it tastes floury.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
I had
Like
that,
some of
yeah.
those greasy spoons that I've gone to.
Right.
Because here's one of the things that for the audience out there, we have a diner. I love it. A lot of people don't because it changed. It used to be called Amherst Diner. Now it's like, or it used to be called Farmer Boy.
Farmer Boy restaurant.
And now it's called Amherst Diner, something
right.
like that.
It's a greasy spoon.
It's a little greasy spoon, and I loved it because they would always have breakfast, and they would always serve it with this like sausage gravy.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think it's sausage anymore. But it's something clumpy.
It's something gravy.
Yeah.
It's something
Dumpling gravy.
It's grit gravy.
It's tofu.
It's a thing.
Render and gravy.
Rendered gravy. And I was like, gravy's something very special, man. And especially like, did you ever buy the in the jars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The front, and you mix like au jus with it and you thicken it up.
Just a touch.
Yeah, it's a fine line with the gravies in the jar.
Now, how often do you? I mean, I literally love. I could eat just gravy on toast all the time.
No.
I've done it.
Okay, there
I almost never eat gravy. Because if I'm making gravy, I'm making gravy. Like I have,
you.
I have
Stuffing and gravy.
Yeah, but my point is, I don't use a jar. I don't use a mix. If I'm making it, it's from the animal.
Right.
Like it's literally, I cook the bones down to nothing.
Do you ever?
He slaughtered that animal in the backyard and dragged it into the kitchen and
it in a
made gravy.
I've never had possum gravy.
It's delicious. It's delicious. It's a little gamey.
Possum biscuits and gravy.
See, but that goes to your thing about the biscuits. It's the biscuits and gravy. The gravy is sausage gravy,
It's so good.
and there's not a lot of flavor in the sausage. So it's just sausage gravy is sausage, milk, and flour.
Don't they throw paprika? A little bit of paprika in that
You
stuff
can
too.
There's
throw
pepper
stuff in
and
it,
shit
but
in there,
pepper,
yeah.
right? But it's very simple. It's very easy. It's supposed to get all the flavor from the sausage. But if you use overly processed sausage, you're not getting the same flavor because it's
Dude, when it comes to
just not the same fat.
when it comes to a good gravy, I've literally like fingered
Oh, yeah.
plates.
Yourself.
You want some good gravy? Lick it right off my middle finger.
My gravy's so good, I'll figure my butthole.
No,
I make more gravy.
No, it's good, dude. A good gravy's tough to find at a place. A lot of them
Yeah.
they scrimp.
Dude.
I don't like
Well,
that.
they use prefab gravy. It's out of a bag. It's,
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
There was we go to Vegas all the time, and in the Flamingo there used to be a restaurant called Limburg's, and they had the best fucking gravy. I ate so much gravy at this restaurant on one trip.
Limburg.
Yeah, like the Limburg baby.
Oh, I'm thinking
Yeah,
Limburg.
Charles Lindbergh.
Yeah.
Well, I ate so much gravy. I ate there like 3 times a day because the gravy was so good. My wife's like,
so good.
she's like, would you just stop? I don't want you to have a heart attack on our trip. I'm like, I can't.
Dude, another thing that which
Can
Bueno
I have another order of fries and some of that gravy,
dude.
please?
Bueno thinks that we are poor. You know that I would buy the roast beef like from the deli and would mix it with gravy and make roast beef sandwiches that way. And he says you're doing it wrong. You got to buy a roast, make a roast.
Yes.
Well,
But you can buy that roast beef and make shit on a shingle with it.
Right.
that's what I do. You just cut it up, dude, and it's the same
Yeah.
thing. We used to, when we were little kids, there were this bag that you could buy.
It was like 30 cents for the bag of whatever kind of beef it
The
was.
sous vide bag, and you just put it in the water and boiled it and cut the bag open and put it on your toast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like 30 cents. I remember eating it all the time.
But here's the problem with the technology. Listen, I don't know what happened in the past that the technology is supposed to be better in the future.
No, it got cheaper, which
Yes.
made it more harmful to us.
Dude, I've had those bags. Like he said, I've gotten the Bob Evans sausage gravy, and I
that comes in the
pouch thing, and I boil it, put it in there. I pick it up, and it's going, and it's
Yeah, it
towards
just falls apart.
falls apart.
Well,
And it goes into the water then.
Yeah, it's the plastic. A lot of them aren't supposed to be boiled. They're
Now,
not up to that temperature.
Does it go into you though?
Yes.
Are you eating,
Yeah,
eating the
there's a-
plastic?
That's why you're not supposed to drink out of plastic bottles anymore.
Right.
All
No,
the
you're kidding.
microplastics.
Oh yeah, it's
What?
terrible.
Yeah.
BPAs or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you drink out of water bottles.
That's what I'm saying. You're not supposed to.
Yeah.
You drink out of cans. Maybe you're
What, are you going to get plastic out of a can? It's metal. Ladies and gentlemen, we're
It could. You never. Maybe you get metal flakes. You got like.
I got
you're
high
high
metal
in iron.
content,
Yeah, high in iron. Dude, they're saying that. I watched this dumb video too. This is way off their tangent too. That another thing is you said iron, and you think a guy crushed up cereal, and that said that it was fortified with iron, and then he used a magnet, and there were shavings of metal in the cereal.
We're going to try that on the show next
Yeah, we're gonna try that because I don't know if I buy that.
week. Yeah.
Right. I'll buy a box of like cinnamon toast crunch or something.
I'm pretty sure iron in a vitamin isn't iron.
That's iron. Iron is
It's like
iron.
a bolt. You have to get.
Hey,
I get a railroad spike in mine.
It's
Dang it, it's all spike.
it's not ground up iron. There's iron molecules in it. I mean, there's a big difference.
Could be.
Granted, I don't know if an iron molecule is ferrous or not. I just
Right.
But still.
It could come from
So-
China. You never know what happens. Chinese, they misinterpret the law.
My daughter and I have anemia. We both have low iron.
Oh, yeah, you need iron.
Oh yeah, you have to take
So-
iron pills.
I got my daughter for Christmas these 2 metal fish that anytime you're making something that you boil water, you boil the water with the fish in it
What?
so that it gets iron into the water.
Oh,
Then you ingest the water.
and boom, iron.
Right, you get iron.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know if it's helping, but she uses it and she seems to be doing a little better.
Wait a second. So you could have taken like lead sinkers that you use for fishing.
Not lead.
Not lead, it's got to be iron. They're cast iron.
It's not your old Dungeons and Dragons figurines.
Look at it this way. If we cooked in cast iron skillets all the time, we wouldn't need to do it because we'd get iron from the skillets.
Stop it. Wait a minute. Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait.
Because the food picks up what
what you're cooking.
Right.
Like yours tastes like old shoe.
Right.
No, dude.
That's why they had to reformulate the Teflon pan so many times
That's
because
what I was
people
gonna
were getting
say.
cancer from the fucking Teflon.
Like those. Oh, I had them up there. Yeah, I got
Right.
rid of a couple.
The old scratched up ones.
Why is everybody getting cancer? Oh, it's the pans that we're using
Yeah.
because we're putting fucking carcinogens in the bottom of
And
our
then,
pan.
Then we found out with
Then
the
you
people that were
scratch
using aluminum pans,
Oh yeah,
getting the brain diseases.
right, because the aluminum is bad.
Yeah.
Dude, what happened to the
That's
good days?
every restaurant.
Just use steel,
Right.
stainless steel
I
or
have
iron.
ceramic coated cast iron.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it, but that's what I use.
I don't know if I don't think the ceramic passes. I don't because of the molecular makeup.
I'll eat some and see if I pass it, and I'll let you know.
Right. I don't know.
I just shit a Careless Moments figurine.
Precious moments.
That's what it is. Precious Moments, Careless Moments. I shit a Wham song.
It's careless. You got none of those
I
answers
just
right.
shit a George Michael.
Not one. Shit, George Michael. I should a George Michael figurine.
Yeah.
Guys,
Hey, wake me up before you go.
There you go. Got one.
I love that not one thing.
No, none of them matched. I was like,
Everything.
close enough. People will get it.
It's 49.
Oh, dude. Yeah. And I do. He was talking. I before the mics came on, he was talking. We went to a water park. Dude, I'm hesitant at water
I love
parks.
water parks, though.
Well, I love them, but after Yahoo did the testing,
oh, yeah.
and they said
Yeah, you
that-
don't want to test.
they said they're 25% urine.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
At least.
Like, dude, like you go to Vegas and you go to the pools in there, and they got
Nobody ever gets out.
See, I don't go to the pools in Vegas.
you see them.
I have gone to the pools in Vegas, but I won't because I'm in Vegas and I'm going.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
a go guy. in
Yeah,
Vegas.
but you see those pools where it's like a bar pool. Where
Oh,
they're
yeah.
sitting-
Swim up bars, nobody ever gets out. And you're like,
that poor guy swimming with his mouth open.
yeah, see, I do get out.
spit in
so-
the water to his girlfriend. He's
Your teeth are as yellow as Ed Money's.
wait a minute.
I had to go
I've been using not Effordent.
to hold your teeth in.
Charcoal. Charcoal toothpaste.
There it is. I've been using your charcoal toothpaste.
Have you?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
That
well,
shit's a mess.
It's dude. I have.
and you know what? You've been using it for like a year now, and it's
Yeah.
not going down, is it?
no. Well, I don't use a lot.
Oh, you should.
The way I do it is what do you took me for a second to chase that down. Damn
like,
it!
wow.
I had to chase it. And I wet the toothbrush.
Yeah.
And I dab it in there because if you try and
Yeah, it goes
it's
everywhere.
It's like a microfine.
That's why I
volcanic
brushed my
dust.
teeth in the shower with that stuff.
It's actually printer toner.
Just like it.
Just like you touch it and it's everywhere. You're like,
is.
don't brush it. You got to blow it off because
Yeah.
if you don't, you just smeared it in and it's
right.
there
And
forever.
then it's in your skin and everything you touch.
everywhere.
terrible.
It gets
I-
everywhere. So
I had a guy at work one time.
I had a guy.
He was changing the toner cartridge and he dropped the waste toner on the ground and I'm like,
Oh.
don't touch it. He's like, what? And he's like trying to scrape it up and I'm like, go get the vacuum, fucking stop. And it was everywhere and it stained everything.
It's probably still there.
Yeah, you can't get it out of anything. Once
No.
it's rubbed in, it's a part of that. now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there for life.
All right, let's do our beer. I'm done with mine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, we're good. Since we're halfway through, audience members, thank
Talk
you for all.
about Andrew?
What's that?
You got to talk about Andrew?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you all the people that are kind enough to be part of the show, like Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant, Muscle Vodka, all those great people, and our good friend Andrew Grizzle. Please check him out. The graphic will be on the screen. Independent Allstate agent. You can reach him in the North Ridgeville, Ohio office at 440-327-8744. He can bundle auto, home, life, and retirement. A great guy, wants to save you some money, so please check him out. Our beer of the week brought to you by the POD, which dreams go to die and will suck your soul. What beer do we have? Or not beer? It's
It's a alcoholic beverage of the week.
Alcoholic
is
beverage of the week.
Smirnoff Ice Orange Cream Pop Soda. It's 4.5% alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like a better tastes like orange cream soda because
Yeah,
that's
dude.
what they're advertising it
It's
as.
good. Anything Smirnoff, that's vodka.
Oh my God.
Is it good?
Hold on.
Look at Jeffrey's face. Yep.
There you go.
There
Let
you
me try it. So
my God.
thanks, Ed, for this one.
Oh, no worries. Let's see that.
That's tasty.
Dear God. That could be dangerous.
It tastes like a little bit like orange cream soda, but it's very orangey.
Oh yeah.
And it's smooth. It does taste like cream soda.
It tastes like the orange creamsicle.
Orange cream
Yeah,
soda.
it's pretty good.
Not as creamy, but close. It's
and
good.
I think that could be dangerous because of the fact that you could,
Yep.
Right.
especially
Chug 'em.
on a hot day,
Sit
after
next to the
mowing lawn-
pool,
Right.
chugging these things like they're water.
Yep.
Right, dude. Like after you mow the lawn or something.
Right.
Dude, mow the lawn.
Yeah, that's next.
First of all, the lawn is growing like crazy. Does
Yep.
it on yours or no?
Oh, my God,
He and
yeah.
I just talked about it. It's
So,
like it grows this quick.
I mowed my lawn. I managed to get it done last Wednesday, and I've been trying to mow it since, but it rains every other day, so I
Right.
can't. So now it's like 1.5 feet tall,
Yep.
and
Dandelions.
yeah, you know what? I was lucky. I pre-treated. I did the weed and feed right before the dandelions came in, so they all came up dead.
Oh, nice.
It's like they came up, but there's no heads on them, just wilted. I'm like,
I thought
good.
I thought they're actually good for your lawn. I thought.
I think they're good for bees.
Yeah, they're good for bees.
Yeah, is that what it is? Good for
Yeah.
bees.
Clover's good for your lawn.
Clover? How about the
Yeah, I just planted clover. I just spread seeds in the front yard for clover.
Creeping
'cause
Jack or whatever it's
Creeping
called?
Charlie. That's terrible for your lawn.
Yeah.
That's
That's what
That'll
I'm.
grow 1,000 feet long and kill every piece of grass.
That's what I'm trying to choke out with the clover. Is I've got that. It's like crabgrass and that creeping thing, and it looks like just giant
chickweed.
tentacles of.
Yeah.
it's
Just-
everywhere, dude.
Yeah, and you go to pull it out, and you realize you've only got the end of it, so you got to pick up this whole 10-foot fucking.
Well, dude, what's the worst thing about that? Is
Canopy.
if
It's wrapping around your arm and it's fighting you.
Yes,
The rest will grow into
you
the
gotta
ground.
go. You gotta find.
you got to
it's
find
it's
this.
almost like that English ivy or whatever
Right,
it is.
yeah.
That shit.
You got to go to the center of it and then dig it out, because if you leave any of it, it comes back.
Yep.
I've been pulling it for 5 years now.
You moved the headstone and stone, but left the creeping Charlie.
That's right.
I just
Charlie's a creep.
I just pee on it with all the iron in my blood from,
Right.
from the women's vitamins I've been taking.
Yeah.
I
You
just
just squirt breast milk on it. Throw your used tampons on the lawn.
made yourself laugh. Made me laugh on that too. I do have used tampons I've been throwing. Dude, here's the thing. My neighbor caught me the other day
Throwing
used
used tampons.
Nice. Wearing them.
No, my neighbor.
There's a string hanging out of the back of your pants.
I told him one time, we were just joking. I said, I wrote it down as a subject to talk about. I'm the only guy that if I ever had a handyman come over and like clean the gutters, like I do for people that clean the gutters, that
You want to come over and clean my gutters?
not yours, not yours. I've seen his house. No, not those gutters, normal gutters. So that I'm the only guy that has like cat poop in his gutters. and I was telling him about it, and the neighbor caught me. And the reason why is, see,
Because he would take the cats and throw them on the roof.
No, I wouldn't.
And they would get so scared they would crap in the gutter.
I did not do that.
Oh, my bad.
Dude, listen, this is what I did. I not did do. I openly admit that I do this. So I go out, I have 2 litter, I have 2. I'm reducing down to 1. I'm weaning the cat into 1 litter box because we had multiple cats.
Right.
My mom did. And now that only one's left, the rest have died. So we're weaning it down. So my sister, being nice enough, she would scoop it out, put it in a bag.
And give it to you for Christmas. Merry Christmas, stupid! Here's your cat poop for the gutter.
No. So she would scoop it up, put it in a bag, and then throw it in the garbage. And I'm like, you dumb bitch, because here's the problem. You do that, and it stinks unless you take that garbage out, it starts stinking, right?
Yep.
Wait, in the garbage in the house?
Yes!
Oh, I thought you meant she threw it
would
outside.
No, she's too lazy. She wouldn't even take it outside.
yeah.
She'd just take it in, because she'd go
Yep.
and just throw it in the garbage, and at the end of it.
I've been yelling at my daughter for the
Right.
same thing. I'm like, clean it,
Right.
take it right outside. I don't care
Right.
if the one outside stinks. I
Right.
care if the one inside
Right.
stinks.
So we got one kitty or multiple
One.
kitties? One. Okay, so he's he's in the same boat. So what I decided,
you open that up to throw something in, and you're like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
Yes.
cat,
What
shit,
the
cat shit just stinks.
it's whatever's.
I hate it.
I know what I'm feeding the cat, and I don't give my kitty any. I do. I will say this. There's these catnip snacks that I give the cat, and he.
Is it made out of breast milk? Your breast milk?
It's little kitty chocolates made
Dead
of.
mice in the basement.
Right into a mold.
mice.
Right into a mold that I put in the freezer. So
Freezer up. Here you go, stupid.
then I had a little bit of this in there.
You want chocolate or vanilla?
Here you go, stupid.
Cat's like, I don't care. Give me the catnip. Give it to me.
But it's catnip in it. So the kitty likes it. He's like addicted. Dude, I got like a meth cat. You know what I mean? It's just all for this
Ed
kitty.
comes down here. The cat's hitting his bong. Cat's like,
Right.
want some?
Right. So what happens is my sister does it, throw it in there. I said, well, I'm gonna nip this thing in the bud, man. So what I do is I take the litter boxes on my front porch.
And then throw it on the roof. I'm trying to figure out how it gets in the gutter. That's all I'm doing.
He has like a teeter-totter type thing.
Right.
And he puts the litter box on the one end and he jumps. And it flings it up there.
No, what happens? So I do the scoop and I like chuck it out in the lawn, because I figure it's gonna break down anyway.
God, no wonder you're living in the township. They won't let you in the city.
Right?
What do you mean by that? What do you
I think
Fucking
it's pretty
cat turns out in the front yard.
You mean to tell me if you got a cat, well, your cat, indoor cat, you could still chuck it in your front lawn, it'll just break down.
Are you kidding?
If I threw the cat,
Fucking Ring doorbell in this
Right.
street will have that on. I'll be on the news that night.
right, dude, if I did that, I'd have every coyote in the neighborhood,
Yeah.
just sitting on my front lawn, like waiting for the cat. Like, I know it's here, I can smell it. Where's it at?
So, well, there's a lot of strays, so it's fine. They got
Yeah,
plenty to eat
right.
in my neighborhood. So
I'll start bringing you coyotes. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Dog eats the coyotes.
I was
Hell.
chucking it out. Well, there was sometimes that I wasn't paying attention when I'm just chucking, and I saw it go, and it landed up on the. And I thought, well, it can't be any worse. You know, a little rain mix, and it'll go down the gutter, and it'll go out in the lawn.
Heads up on his roof with a fucking snake,
It was a
cleaning out his downspouts
Right.
because
Oh,
it
I
got
thought you meant like a
clogged with,
python or something, that kind of
No.
it's
snake.
like clogged with shit. And he's like,
Ends up with turds.
I'm manhandling the thing.
Get the turd snake.
I'm doing and it's like this. And it goes right for the
It just
third.
comes back and bites you. I don't know what you're saying. I'm a snake.
It didn't understand my dialect. I was using the wrong dialect.
You are the shittiest piccolo player ever.
You know, I'm doing it with a sax. You know, that's why I didn't
An
understand.
Irish snake.
it's like I only respond to the French horn.
An oboe. So I was chucking. It was up on the thing. So the neighbor.
Saw you throwing cat poop on your
God
roof.
damn it!
Saw
Well,
you.
yes, because what it is there's a couple strays, and I because of my dad.
What, turds?
No,
Yeah, they're on the roof.
Couple of stray
On the neighbor's roof?
kitties that are running around. So I leave a little food out for the strays, and
So they all come back.
So
Right.
the strays were coming back, and the kids were chasing the kitties out in the lawn, and then the
What
neighbor,
kids?
the neighbor has kids,
Oh,
and they were chasing it.
so they stepped all in the cat poop?
No, they may have.
Come on, roll around in my cat poop, stupid kids. You better not see you at a restaurant getting half-price appetizers. Piss me off.
Sitting next to Chuck, banging their heels against the
Yeah.
booth. Oh
Playing
God!
their cartoons at an 11.
Oh, dude, yeah. But so he caught me doing it, and I was just like, I just did the
Like,
locked eyes, and
hey.
then he just kind of did this. It's just, what am I gonna do? I'm chucking it in the lawn. It's gonna break down.
Nah.
There ain't no dude on this road. Coyote.
All these brown spots all over the yard. Everywhere there was a turd. Like,
I live on Rockside Road. It is a 5-lane road,
That's
and
right.
I have coyotes. Okay,
That's crazy.
There's all kinds of coyotes
yeah,
in downtown
they're
Amherst.
all over. Dude, when I was in Alabama, I shit you not, I was getting ready to turn onto the highway, and there was 2 giant fucking coyotes sitting in the middle of the on ramp, and I'm like, really? They don't care.
Go
they
and
don't
drink
give
it
a
out of the bottle,
shit.
Ed. I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't fucking care who's
The
there.
the coyotes will run the railroad tracks.
I'm
Yep.
surprised we have that in our area.
They're all over.
They're everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of plastic ones in front of the place I work.
I thought they're.
I got to get a plastic owl to keep the birds out of my
I thought
hair.
they're just isolated to like Colorado or something, Montana.
No, those are the wolves.
Those are
The actual
wolverines and
wolves.
badgers.
Dude,
Yeah.
did you
They'll be here next.
that they did this mutant? They're trying to bring back.
The woolly mammoth.
The dire wolves.
Yeah, they brought them. They already have the pup.
Chupacabras.
Cubs. I mean, they're not 100%. I mean, they're based.
They're
I
as
think
close
they
as
use,
they're gonna get,
I think
though.
they use timber wolves for them.
Yeah, because it was the closest DNA
Aren't they like
chain.
giant?
Yeah,
Yes,
they're like
they're giant
200-pound wolves.
Who? Tell me that.
Could you imagine the turds those things will
right?
They will clog your gutter.
That's a man poop, baby. No, the idea that here's the thing. We already have a movie called Jurassic Park, which explains you're not supposed to bring back shit like that.
Jeff
got-
Goldblum.
We've got 6 of them, and we didn't learn.
Already?
Yeah, they just made.
Started out with 2.
Dude, and you know what's going to happen. Next thing you know,
Already gone.
Chupacabras being
Well,
born.
they're actually working on a woolly mammoth right now.
No.
Yes, because they had a fully preserved woolly mammoth, whatever the baby woolly mammoth is called.
Wooly Jr.?
Woolly baby mammoth.
Baby mammoth.
Well, just remember, the woolly mammoth died out after Napoleon's reign.
That was still. That was
Think about that. That was
What was he?
Yeah.
1400?
That's not too,
Yeah, that's-
too long ago.
Yeah.
like 500 years ago.
Within our history, that's
Right.
not too long ago.
Right.
Maybe but were they around here?
No, they were in the
you're-
Arctic.
Yeah, they're all in Siberia.
This is the way it
I
worked.
always saw the caveman fighting.
Right?
They were like, we're out.
Wait till they
Peace.
do that. Till they dig up a fucking caveman, and you're gonna have they're gonna
Why would you clone a caveman?
they'll have
So Ed'll have somebody to date.
Right.
Because he already went through everybody on Tinder
And Grinder.
and Grindr and Bumble. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Bumble?
Bumble.
I laugh because it's true.
And our time.
Right, aren't they?
And
Plenty of fish.
Plenty of fish.
what's
They're all scammers on Plenty of
what's
Fish.
the,
Silver
what's the one?
Elites.
Farmers only.
Farmers only.
Farmers only and silver elites. That's when it's
Ed's profile pic on Farmers only. He's got like bib overalls on with no shirt, a cowboy hat,
That's where you need the
Nothing but
Smirnoff Ice.
That's where
And
you
a
need
trout.
a Zima and a trout. Oh god.
Oh, and his mall walkers.
Now there's nothing wrong with them. They're comfortable, dude. I'm
You
wearing it
forgot
right
to,
now.
you forgot to mention his overalls were cutoffs.
So Ed and I were talking
Overall jorts.
about, when you pass
Shorts.
away. We were talking about when
okay.
people pass away and whatnot. And we were talking about ghosts, how they see these ghosts
Dude, listen-
in like
listen to this.
Victoria era
Yes.
outfits and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we're like, so is it the outfit you're buried in or the outfit you died in?
Right.
I hope it's the outfit you died in because I'm going to be cremated and they cremate you naked. So
Well, this
What's
is,
wrong with that? You're just walking around
I'm walking
naked.
around with my dick out. I'm like, what's up, ladies?
They'll be like, ma'am,
Well, here-
put some pants on.
Now wait a minute. Here, I mean, let's step into this for a second because when for my mom they ask you bring some clothes.
Right,
They
right.
did that to me, and I don't know if they did it with your mom, but they
My mom was cremated. So,
okay.
yeah.
Well, for my mom they said bring some clothes, and I'm like, what do you mean clothes? Well,
like yours, you taking a bag of your clothes. She really liked these PJs on.
Brings his old suit from 4th grade
Those one-piece footy pajamas with
Animals.
the zipper up the front.
with the ass flap.
she's got the one with the bunny ears from like what was it?
Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Pink bunny.
Yeah, you're like, well, I don't understand that.
Right. So and then I asked the dumb question: do I need to bring underwear or socks?
She won't care.
I did.
They're like,
Well, I asked. I don't know. With my dad.
No, they wrap you in plastic because you leak.
No, stop it.
I kid you not.
Do they?
They put a plug in your beehole, and then they wrap you in plastic because you'll leak bodily fluids.
Wait a second.
Look it up.
You're kidding.
I
me.
read that. It was a fun fact, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, you're kidding. So
Yeah.
my mom has a cork up her ass. Didn't she? She used to always say,
Again,
"I'm a cork up your ass," and
Well,
she now has a cork up
There
her
you have
ass.
it.
what
Yeah.
goes around comes around.
Yeah, she wasn't far off now.
Are you serious? They
Yeah,
really do
I'm
this?
serious
Yes.
as a heart attack when I say that.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, for true story.
I did not know that. Well, and then they wrap you in. Then
And then
why
they wrap plastic around your
midsection.
yeah.
Well, that she
your
did.
orifice.
I will say this: when my mom, not to get morbid for
Yeah.
the audience out there, I see the humor and everything, so to help me deal with it. My mom literally, because I was there when she passed,
Everything let loose. Yeah,
they let loose.
Vacated.
yeah, because everything relaxes, so there's nothing holding it in.
It's called vacating.
Is that what it really called?
Vacating your bowels? Evacuating your bowels. Something like that. Yeah.
Because there's a little sign up.
Evacuating your bowels.
I was like evacuating.
Yeah,
Evacuating.
my sister was like, "What's going on? She's alive," and I'm like, "No, I
No.
don't think that's
No,
that."
things are happening.
Things
yeah,
are
It's
happening.
just all the muscles that keep it in let go, and I was like, all right, I'm done now.
Yeah,
See,
our job here is done.
Does that happen when you sleep? Because what about
No, when you
sleeping?
sleep, you're still alive, and your
Yeah.
muscles know that
It's
you're
a-
not supposed to go then.
Just like you breathe in your sleep.
Right. It's
And I
a
jacked.
natural.
You choose that one.
Just looking for validation here.
Sleepwalking. They're gonna be like, "Is he dead?" Nah, he's still going. He's still going.
See that?
He's got that bend in his.
I have the only boner with osteoporosis. I got scoliosis.
Scoliosis is a boner.
Peroni money.
Bonerosis.
Dude, here's the thing. Not a joke. My dad had a fear that he wanted to do, he had, what did you go through when you get your CPAP? You had to go take
Sleep test.
Sleep test. But what is it called? Sleep
Sleep study.
Sleep.
apnea.
Sleep apnea.
I couldn't
Oh,
think of the
I
word.
thought you were talking about the actual test.
Well, then he
Found out he had sleep apnea.
right. He had sleep apnea. Then they wanted to send him for this test.
Yeah, it was
Right.
the best night's sleep I ever had.
Stop it. Was it?
Well,
Did you? Well,
I woke up all like 130 times a minute, but yeah.
well, okay. You have a CPAP. Do you have a CPAP or no?
I do.
Hey, Monk, do you have a
should.
CPAP or no?
Nope.
Okay,
I have a bottle of Benadryl.
You should have a CPAP. That's all I'm saying.
right. Yeah. No, well, I know I've got one from
Yeah.
the haunted one.
Yeah, you have the haunted one.
That I got to get dialed in somewhere. Now, my dad had a fear that he didn't want to go.
Oh, and get too relaxed and
He was worried he would either poop or sleep jack.
sleep jack. He's worried about sleep jacking?
Well, it's just
Let them
He
nerd.
knows his limits.
Yeah, they watch you on a infrared cam anyhow.
What do you mean infrared?
It's pitch black, and it's one of those cams I can see in the dark.
Yep.
You're-
Night vision cam.
Night vision
yeah.
goggles.
They'll to see if like the electrodes pop off. And
You got the
whatnot.
Navy SEALs are in there, hunched in the corner.
We're going dark. They're waiting for you to touch your peen in
He's
your
jacking.
sleep.
That's code 6. Move in. Move in.
We got a sleep jacker. That money's touching it.
This is the thing.
Wait a minute. What's he doing with his other hand? Gross.
Why are there 4 hands and a circus midget in there? Then here's the thing. What if, I'm not saying me, I'll use me, it's an easy target. What if you're sitting there and you just,
In your sleep?
yeah, you don't know what happens in your sleep.
Well, you'd be a highlight reel at the company Christmas party. Look at this guy.
Like in this year's winners.
He's playing the world's smallest violin.
Thought it was a slide whistle.
Because here's the really, when you did it, what did you wear? Did you wear pajamas? Did you buy pajamas?
He wore a teddy.
I
He
had
sleeps naked. He
I had
sleeps
just a
naked.
pair of gym shorts. You know, not the like basketball shorts.
Yeah.
type thing. Yeah.
That's what
He
you
wore his peekaboo lingerie.
And they were crotchless, but I wore them. I'm like, hook about 5 electrodes up to that one, would you?
just the end.
And maybe get the back.
And you did it, and they
Get one on my fleshy fun bridge, my taint. I want to get shocked there too. So
That's the thing, though. What if you had to go to the bathroom?
you would hit the buzzer, and they would take the electrodes off. You'd go to your thing, and
And they had to re-put everything back on the
No,
taint
they
and
would-
everything.
they
again.
would
Disconnect. They're
They-
quick connect.
they're like little 3.5 millimeter jacks or whatever.
on the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I thought it was like a big car, like a car bed.
They had jumper cables on my nipples. I went to a dungeon for my sleep test.
Thanks, Ed. You keep talking about peeing. Now I gotta
sorry,
go.
that-
Rounding rod up his butt.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, they hook you up with the electrodes, and then they can tell if you're sleeping, if you're in REM, how many times you wake up, how many times you move.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I also I keep water near the bed at night. If you wake up,
Yeah, you can do that.
you can.
Yeah, it's got a TV. It's got everything. I just went in there, and cut the lights off, and went to sleep. I'm like, all right, I'm out.
Did you?
Yeah.
All baked off your ass.
I've noticed this.
Couple one hits of some good indica and night night.
And it's in the McDonald parking lot. So I got up and got me, the next morning, left and got an Egg McMuffin.
See, I've noticed this too, due to stress and everything else.
Yeah.
Sometimes I sleep, sometimes I don't. However, I've been recently, I don't know what's going on, but by 11, you and I were talking about this. Dude, have you ever had it where, Monk, I'm sure he can attest to this, where I don't eat, and then when I eat sometimes late at night, it tires me instantly. And then,
If you're eating like a lot of carbs, of course.
and then I'm sitting in the chair, and you do that.
Oh God, you fall asleep sitting up,
Every night.
dude.
Yes.
You look like you were in what's that guy, Stephen Hawkins? Your neck's all jacked the next day. Like, what's wrong? I slept wrong in my chair.
Right. I've done that, and you wake up to the searing pain.
Like, it's been so bad I've had to lift my own head up because it hurt so bad. And I'm like, thank God I'm smart.
You had to lift your own head.
Yeah.
Because like your neck went to
Well,
sleep.
yeah, it's like in the middle of the night when you sleep on your arm and then you try to roll over, but
Your arm
that
doesn't.
arm won't move. So you got to grab it with your other one and fling it over.
You have no. The worst is when your arm falls asleep and your alarm goes off, and you can't move it to hit the alarm to turn it off. You're like,
You look like a seal. Or.
yeah.
See that?
But see, you don't got to worry about that because you don't work.
I scared the shit out of myself when I was about 13 or 14 years old. I was laying on my arm, right? And it went dead.
Oh God.
And I laid on it so long it got cold.
what?
And my alarm went over.
Wait a minute.
And when I
dude,
rolled
what?
over, my hand came up and landed on my chest, and I couldn't feel it except on my chest because my arm
Yeah.
was numb, and I'm like, because somebody's hand landed on me, and I didn't know whose.
I wonder
like,
about
oh, it's
that.
mine. Fuck.
When your arm falls asleep, it's because the circulation is
Cut
cut
circulation
off,
off, yeah.
Could your arm from falling asleep die? Or
Only if you keep it that way for a long enough
imagine
time.
waking up, your arms all purple.
Fall right off.
Right,
Ed.
that's when you take the opportunity to give yourself a stranger.
Yeah.
If you don't know what a stranger is, look it up, people. On
It's
like,
right. It's got to be
That's right.
stranger in the top.
The perfect stranger.
website.
Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary. Yeah, look
Yeah.
up the stranger.
Is that just a guy thing or is that a girl thing?
I mean, I guess a girl could do it.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the stranger in the tub. That literally is a stalker in the tub.
It's just some dude, and you're like, hey,
right.
what are you doing here?
See, that's it. Have you ever fallen asleep sitting up in a
yeah.
chair?
Yeah. You're like,
Every night.
Oh, dude, see that I've had that's
Monk, there's a difference between passing out and falling asleep. Just like,
Well, it's all the same.
no, dude. Well,
no, there's a
The,
difference.
the end result is exactly the same.
If your shoes are on, it's passing out. If your shoes are
Now, my shoes are off.
asleep. All right, then you fell asleep. You're good.
Gary's half asleep and half passed out.
the rule.
He's got one shoe.
he's gonna
got one.
And it's on my hand.
Have you fallen asleep at the keyboard? Like you're
I've done that.
Have you?
I fell asleep with my Oculus headset on.
Oh, I'm going to do that. That's
Was
gotta
it-
be waking up has to be fucking awesome.
Well, here's the thing.
Holy shit, where the fuck am I?
Especially if it goes into timeout and you open your eyes and it's just black and you're
They
like,
have
what the hell?
they have like certain things that are real
Put
trip.
a screensaver on it so it's like you're in a fish tank.
No, it's they have the really cool. I'll have to show you that one, by the way. It's like you're fucking underwater, but they have these like real trippy like visual programs. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Living in a kaleidoscope.
So like, say you wanted to partake in some recreational marijuana.
Sure,
I'm not saying
sure,
do it or not.
sure.
And you put it on, and it's just all 360 all the way around you, and cool music going, and it's just badass. You can, if you fall asleep, you wake up, you're, ah!
I'll have
And
to
you
check
think
that
you're at
out.
an EDM festival.
I'll have to check that out next time I come over and check that out and see it. Because
Well,
you got the newest one too,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
you?
yeah.
You got the Oculus 1.4 or something.
3.
Three?
3.
What'd you do with the other two? Burn them?
No, we only had the 1 and then got the 3.
You went right up to that?
Yeah, we didn't bother with the 2.
I'm waiting for the one that it's like just they bolt it directly into your skull.
They probably have that already. Isn't that Neuralink?
Yeah.
Dude, they're talking that they can now make holograms almost real.
We talked about that
Right.
last week.
Yeah, so I'm just saying that when do you think your TV will be projecting shit directly into you or your cable box? They'll say, "Hey, we'll get rid of the cable box. This, as long as you're within a proximity, you see the show. You don't even need a TV anymore."
I don't know. I don't want to know where you put the jack. Here, just plug this in.
I think we all know.
Right near the bull to the bulls.
Instead of Neuralink, Ed's got Wienerlink.
Sphincter link.
Just plugs bad.
It's sputtering. It's a clog. Right.
Well, wait, let me try my other port.
This is definitely a peripheral.
Really? Where does it end? Because they're
know.
making things so realistic
Yeah.
now that, in fact, when I went and I canceled, for the audience out there, I canceled our cable, that the guy said people aren't watching TV anymore. They do it all online.
Yep.
They use the apps. They watch TV. They're just not using cable.
Right.
Right.
They're just streaming everything.
When do you think they'll get rid of a TV and have like an Oculus that you
I can watch all my streaming
Yeah.
stuff on my Oculus.
Right.
Can?
Yeah.
And I can. It goes as far as I can make it look as big as the Cedar Point movie screen.
Right.
Well, he said in his Oculus that he had like a movie theater that
Yeah.
you go
Yeah.
into.
And I can link with him, and we can watch the movie together.
He can sit right next to me. Like I could look, and
I'll be
he would
sitting
be
there.
sitting right next to me.
With the Oculus?
Yes. Well, he'll be at his house.
I'll be at my house, but it's like it's your avatar are sitting next to each other in the theater.
so we could talk during the movie.
Right.
Don't go in there. And
Oh, we got the hammer. It's a different show. Sorry.
That's what I mean. It's gonna get to the point. The technology is advancing with
And here's the thing.
and with AI, dude.
If this is what the consumer can get, what do they already have?
Oh, yeah.
Because the stuff we're getting is like 3
50
years down the road.
350,
Yep.
probably
You know what I'm
50
saying.
years down the
Yeah.
road.
So
That I'm sure. I'm scared a little bit that everybody's
Anal?
using not of anal.
I know you're not afraid of anal.
Yeah, we see the prop behind
You
you.
stepped right in that one.
No, it's a thing that I've noticed more and more. There's more and more AI shit online.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's
A
ridiculous.
lot more.
Like to the point where it's like, come on, dude. We know. We were watching a video and it was like stars at age 20, stars when they died, and like. It was like, come on, dude. That's not even the right person. There'd be like somebody else in the middle.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're like, that's Kelsey Grammer. Baby, I hear the blues are calling. What was it? Something in scrambled eggs. Oh, toss salad and scrambled
Toss
eggs.
salad,
That's it.
yeah.
Make shit up. But the AI, like they're now having commercials online that you can hear the voice because it's a common voice that you're hearing.
Or you'll
on-
see their hands and they'll be like 7 fingers. Or their eyes will just be janky.
So
Why does everybody got crazy eyes?
just remember this: they had a Tupac concert. I don't remember how long ago.
Yeah, it's been like 4 or 5 years
Right.
now.
And it was a hologram of him on stage
Yeah, because they
Performing.
yeah,
No,
performing.
it wasn't. That was really him.
That was really him.
they wanted to do Elvis, but Elvis' estate is like Ixnay on the Elvis A.
Yeah.
because he's still alive.
So he went back home.
He went back home,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's the only thing is I'm noticing, and I will.
And just for the record, anybody listening, we're not AI.
Right, we're not AI.
I
Well,
am.
Beep boop boop beep.
because I've noticed that too. Content creators are using so much AI. You don't
Yeah.
even are they even making their own shit anymore, or are they just having AI
None of it is.
up on YouTube and there you go?
Yeah, they're all asking Grok and all that.
Well, I'm not going to deny since I'm on Twitter, I'll use Grok to give me answers, but it's not.
But they're all wrong.
Yeah,
It doesn't have purpose.
42.
7
Oh,
times.
magic 8-ball.
No, I just wonder about that though, dude. When is it going to end that this thing starts?
Well, it's got to get to the point.
You see the movie The Terminator?
Yeah,
Terminator 2? There
They
you
were
go.
right.
There's the end.
Yeah.
it's got to get to the
You're going
point.
to get a little Boston Dynamics dog chasing you down the street.
dude,
But let me.
he's not joking. I've seen that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the one running like a normal person,
And they haven't
that scared me.
They haven't patrolling parks and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
saw
they-
one yes-
they're chasing the Russians in Ukraine right now.
I saw one yesterday. It was a Chinese company doing a test, and the robot freaked the fuck out and just started.
I saw
flailing
that.
and shit. I
Its
was like,
arms were flailing
Right.
everywhere.
And the dude's like running around trying
Luckily,
to hit
it
the
was-
reset button.
Luckily, it was still tethered
yeah.
on a hook.
Yeah, he tried to beat on him. Didn't
Yeah.
try and get.
It was just like it, just
It was
started
like, I'm not
flailing.
giving you another hand job. Beep boop boop beep. But I was gonna say the AI online is gonna get to such a point where we're not gonna be able to distinguish between reality and what is made up online.
That's
Right.
scary.
Yeah,
That's what Ed's waiting for
yeah.
Right.
because
There's
there's
gonna
going to be.
I think you're really hot. Holy shit is happening.
No, you know why? There's going to be a gigantic closeout sale on real dolls because nobody wants one anymore.
Fucking what
so
I'm
he can
hearing-
go get one pennies on the dollar.
He's on the
Wieners on the dollar.
Wieners. it's all filled with like dildos, lube. It's
Please tell me that's ranch dressing.
it has tattoos and stuff. People wrote all of.
Go to the real doll factory and there's like a whole bunch of them in the dumpster out back.
It's like,
Everybody tags it. Fred was here. So was Joey. So
no,
was I.
they all say Ed was here.
I think sex robots are a way.
Oh well, I think they have them in one of the Asian.
Not like
countries.
the. I mean,
Everything's in Japan.
what is it?
That's why I'm going to Japan.
Yeah, you are. When are you going?
October.
Are you good for you?
Lucky son of a bitch.
Good for you. You're kidding, really?
That's awesome.
That is.
Hi.
That is. Are you going by yourself, or are you going with a group, or like a tour?
It's me and two of my friends. It's my buddies. So one of my buddies, we did the cruise for his 50th. We did my 50th.
Is it a cruise that you're going?
No,
on?
we're just going to visit.
It's you and
Tokyo.
2 friends. don't stray from the path. I saw American Werewolf in London, and you saw what
Right.
happened to
I
them.
know.
Right.
Werewolves.
No late night raves. Got it.
Yeah, dude. There's
One of those hedonist
for you.
bukkake
And
tours.
they have like tours that you like.
We're gonna do a.
They speak English, so you know.
I don't know what we're doing because it's Eric's birthday trip, even though he turned 50 last year. It
Good
just
for
didn't
you.
have time, and he's planning everything. We're
Please
gonna
go
do
to a bunch of vending machines for me. I watch their vending machine videos, and I'm so jealous that
do
we
the-
can't have the vending machine things like that.
We're gonna
Bread in a can.
we're gonna do the bullet train so that we can see the closest little country town. But you know, we're gonna go buy Fuji and then come back so that we get a good view of Mount Fuji without having to trek to fucking Fuji.
Right.
That's
Sure,
the trek.
sure.
We're gonna hit some
Good for you.
shrines.
I am
We're gonna do some
super
museums.
jealous, dude.
We're gonna
That's
do some all
awesome.
kinds of shit. Yeah,
Super
he's just got to
jealous.
plan it. He's been
So what you're saying is you're not going to be on the
Excited
show
about
that week.
Yeah,
or
that,
two.
probably
by
not.
that month.
Okay.
You can log in.
I'll zoom
Yeah.
in
Well,
from
how-
Tokyo.
Well, wear your Oculus, and I'll put mine on, and it'll be like
Sit
I'm there
next
with
to
you.
Here's the crazy thing on that. Now you're flying there now in a. Is it one of those supersonic?
I have no idea what we're flying in. We haven't-
Supersonic.
like we got no plan other than
Don't you know those all crashed, Ed?
right.
Well, good. Chuck, class of '86. Good.
When was the last time they had a supersonic flight?
I watched. The
I mean, I
movie.
realize they're developing a new one,
Right.
but they haven't had one
I don't
since
know.
like '86.
I'm thinking-
Everybody's car windows kept getting broken out
Right.
from the sonic booms. Yeah, so Jeff, are you going on a supersonic?
So they just tested an airplane that broke the sound barrier without the sonic boom.
Yeah,
Oh, that's interesting.
yeah, it's
How's
called a UFO.
I'm thinking. Okay, sorry. The double decker Airbus. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
I don't know where
those are
something like that. Yeah, international. Yeah.
And so, did they give you like what is it? 18 hours or some crazy amount of time like that?
The times I've seen are from 15 to
That's
like a day and a half because of the layover.
right. You're
Newark.
Like I had right in
Yeah,
Newark.
he flies from Ohio to fucking Newark. He's got a 15-hour layover,
Stuck there for 3 days.
and then it's like a 6-hour flight to Japan.
But it took so long we got to turn around and come back the next flight out.
But I do watch a lot of the travel videos, and they have like in the airports where you'll have the layovers, they have like rooms you can rent to sleep in and
Yeah.
showers.
right.
In Japan, those little pods. It's like as big as you, and you just get in it.
There's a Buc-ee's in one of them.
Right. Yeah.
You ever see those truck stops?
Yeah, yeah, dude. That I'm hugely jealous. That's awesome, and you got to detail everything because it's a long flight,
Right.
and you're in air. But those Airbuses have like bars and everything in there.
So my buddy Justin went on a trip to India and somewhere else for work.
Oh,
for
sorry.
sales.
I was like,
Sorry to
why?
hear that. Right.
And he said the
Came
way
back.
it works is if you do it right, you get on the flight and it's dinner time, and they serve dinner, and then they turn out the lights and you go to sleep. And when you wake up, you're there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm like, I hope
That's
we get
almost like
that
when-
one
that's-
because
It's almost like when my wife and I go out and she has drinks, and then I get to drive the whole way home, and she wakes up and we're home. She's like, "Oh my
it's a
god,
miracle.
when did we get home?" Well, you slept the hour I drove. Thank you.
Right. Oh, dude, that is.
You slept the hour I drove from Monk's house to home.
hitting every car that's parked on the street. No, dude, that's amazing to me that you're doing
Yeah.
that. Good for you. I always want to go to Japan or Korea and Thailand. Visit Thailand, Charlie.
Yeah, and Jen's been to Korea a couple times. She loves it.
Oh, that's just amazing. And then got to watch because they definitely there's a Japan by Food, Shizuka Anderson. I'll give you a link to her because they do tours where they'll take
Like
you to
food tours?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, where they take you to called izakayas, the standing drinking bars, and they're all in this group so that they speak English and they're good for tourists. And you get coupons
Right.
and for drinks and
Buy one, get one.
yeah, well, probably they may. I don't
Buy
know.
one, get one sake shot.
But because here's the thing: you don't want to get off the beaten path without
Turn into a werewolf.
Right?
Boom.
a Japanese werewolf.
It's like a Shih Tzu or a pug. What are the ones with all the skin?
Sharpay.
The Shar-Pei.
With the most perfect black straight hair ever.
Can you imagine? He's sitting there going, "Arr, arr," and then shrinks
like-
down into a little shih tzu.
Everybody's like, really, dude?
Yip, 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 yip.
Everybody's got
step
like
on
a
me.
squirt gun.
Get off the couch, Jeffrey. Get off.
Jeffrey's going on the carpet, on the carpet. The carpet, Jeffrey.
Humping everything.
We hate it.
He's humping it.
They changed the calendar to Year of the Jeffrey.
Right. Dude, that is super awesome. I am beyond.
He's
jealous.
just running around, humping the air. He looks like he's twerking.
I do that now.
And
So.
then he turns back human, but he's still got like hairs, and he's
But he's still twerking.
Go get one of those tattoos where they hammer them into you.
Oh,
That'd be
no.
pretty cool.
right.
Stick and poke.
But yeah, you want to watch so that you don't get because Tokyo is the main thing, you know.
Yep.
And there's a one in
It's only 2 syllables, Ed.
it's
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
No E in the middle.
Tokyo.
Tokyo. There's the famous crossing that you get.
Yeah.
You're going to end up seeing where it's, I guess, the most famous crossing. Like 1 million people.
Is that where Mechagodzilla fought Godzilla?
Raymond Burr was standing on the corner.
Is that the crossing you're talking about? I'm not sure.
It might be.
You never know.
It might be. There's a big giant.
Godzilla. Oh, we are gonna go and
No more Yankee, my wanky. The donga need food.
hotel that has Godzilla on it.
Yes.
No way.
We're gonna go
Yes.
check that out. Yeah.
Dude, that's so famous. Again, Shizuka Anderson from Japan by Food. I'll try because I've been wanting them to be on the show. But that's awesome, dude. That's
So my buddy's
awesome.
like, because as soon as we land, I'm getting a picture with
yeah,
Totoro from Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm good. We can do anything else now.
good for
Because
you.
that's my daughter loves Studio Ghibli, and I'm just gonna take a picture and be like, haha, you're not here.
He's got the Jenny Sacco. The only thing is, I
Robot
know.
kill.
Yeah. As soon as Ed landed. Kill. No, I just landed. I couldn't even get pictures out of the video.
The only thing I found online that I know of the people that I try to correspond with, or etc., is that they get these weird IRL streamer twitching guys that go there and they're becoming nuisances.
Yeah, so they don't like tourists a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of places are like that because these people that do dumb shit
Nuisances.
for
Right.
views.
Right.
Yeah, that's not us.
Yeah. So
We're
No,
gonna
no,
go
I'm
to the
saying though, I don't want you to be guilty by
right.
association.
No,
Right.
we're gonna be. It's just the three of us. We're gonna hit the
Good for
restaurants. We're
you,
gonna
dude.
do
Yes.
Yeah.
So some of the touristy shit. We're gonna go to the museum. We were talking about the what is
Godzilla
it?
Museum?
No, it's we were talking about last week with the stuff on the floor, like you walk through a koi pond, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
got
yeah, it's all
it's got
interactive.
smoke on the floor,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
it
yeah.
projects on
Yeah.
top of it.
That's
so,
awesome.
And they interact with you, and then
Oh, I can't wait
It's
to-
really they've got some really cool stuff that we're gonna look at. So
Right on.
it's
Now,
gonna be fun.
do you prepare? Are you going to have to prepare your mind? Because how many clothes do you?
They have washing machines there.
Yeah.
Well,
They have laundry service.
Here's
I'm
the
sure
thing.
it's dirt cheap.
Depending on what time of year he goes, like it's super,
October, it's gonna be nice.
super humid.
Yeah.
I thought there. You don't want to go there.
It's gonna be fine. Just
He goes in
sweating.
December and it's just a blizzard.
Right.
Well, so much for seeing the crossing thing where Godzilla fought Mechagodzilla. Yeah.
So I guess it's Mothra this time.
Oh god!
Wrong
I
time
know,
of year.
I know we're over, so we got to end it on that. These guys got to get up in the morning. But audience members, we're going to be leaving you with "Oi." It's Dear Summer. Check that song out again. Thank you for all the things you're doing. Like, share, subscribe. You've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on our website, which is latenightwithedmoney.com, where it's real people have real conversations about life. You can reach us on a ton of sites. Please do so. Like, share, subscribe. It makes a world of difference. You're always listening to myself, Ed Money, right over here.
One big wiener.
We'll see ya.
Chuck Dick. Chuck Dick.
I gave a dramatic pause.
You can hear him but never see him. His head will be right there as the monk.
Bye.
And down in Studio B, always giving us the correct answers, is Jeffrey Neutron.
Sayonara.
Dude, I'm going to have to put like one of those, like a hat or something Japanese when he comes back. Some
Like a samurai warrior helmet.
Samurai.
They got
Right.
I'm gonna get that tattooed on my back. I'm gonna be a part of the hand.
Audience members, always remember that you are somebody, and don't be materialistic because it gets you nowhere. And after that, we are out of here.
On Manoir.
I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky. Everyone got stories, so let's start listening. Let the rain wash away the tears that keeps crippling. Now that you're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising. I'm waiting, people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down, down, down. I've been down, so down. And now I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky.
You've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money, brought to you by 3 Bowls of Crunch Production. Late Night with Ed Money is a copyrighted show, and any unauthorized reproduction for sale is strictly prohibited without written and/or verbal consent from Ed Money. Otherwise, we'll find out where you live and beat the shit out of you. Thank you for listening.